Hello everyone, welcome back, Savers is here, coming back with part Who Cares of What If Deku was an Earthbender. Now where we last left off, Izuku has gone and defeated a couple of gangs inside the bank that were trying to rob it. In the end, one of the people, the robbers, tried to shoot the civilians, but Izuku with his metal bending abilities, he just stopped the bullet mid-air and just threw it on the guy back, injuring him but not killing him. In the end, a kid which named Kota come closer into Izuku and hugging him, thanking him for saving his life, and also Mandalay were there, but she been captured by the villains and a core cancelling devices was putting on her hands, so she couldn't do anything. In the end, All Might took Izuku to talk about what happened, and now we continue. Izuku's still wearing, of course, his Earthbender outfit because, or maybe he's still wearing his green hoodie jacket and black t-shirt because he was just walking down the street. And don't forget like, subscribe, and let's go. As Izuku right now in the interrogation room with All Might and the detective and also the chief of police, as Izuku just sitting down, hands on the table, and said, "So, am I in a problem?"
Well, young Midoriya, you kinda is. First of all, I need to know, how did you get inside the bank in the first place?
I just used the vent, the air vent. I just got inside of it and just appeared.
As the chief of police said, well, All Might, that's kinda right. We have some what they call it, some maps for the bank that show that there is a vent connecting from outside the bank into the inside, and specifically in the spot that Izuku come out of. So he's kinda true about this, but why did you even do this, kid, and how did you even manage to come in the perfect time?
I was just walking by to train in the forest, like I always do.
As All Might said, train in the forest? Why exactly the forest, young Midoriya?
As Izuku said, is this some sort of, trying to get information out of me or something like that? Because I think you're getting too far.
As All Might said, really? I don't think so. So, why are you going into the forest, young Midoriya?
Well, because the forest have a lots of rocks everywhere, and there is a mountain so I can train on it, and also I can find some metal inside the ground that I can manipulate it. I mean, it's just a perfect place for me. You don't want me to be in the middle of the city just throwing rocks everywhere, right?
As All Might said, well, that's kinda true. But I need to tell you that we will gonna have to put you in the prison for a couple of days.
As Izuku said, what? What did I do? I just helped saving civilians.
As the chief of police said, but you have broke the law of using your quirk without a hero license.
This is just stupid. You can't just throw me in the prison just because I used my quirk to save people, when you heroes didn't do anything.
As the detective said, how dare you speak like this, kid? This is not your place to speak. We are here asking questions, and anything we're gonna...
anything that I will gonna say will gonna be used against me in the... whatever you call it. Anyways, you can't just throw me in the prison, and even if you throw me, I will just gonna get out of there.
As All Might said, how you will gonna do that? While we keeping a quirk cancelling device on your hands?
As Izuku, said, as he thinking in his head, shit, if I used my power now, they will gonna think that they will gonna get suspicious about me. They will gonna truly get suspicious, but if I didn't use it, they will gonna seriously just throw me in the prison? Is that even right? What should I do? But before anything happened, Principal Nezu opened the door and said, All Might, I think that Izuku will not gonna have to go into the prison.
As the chief of police said, oh, Principal Nezu, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm here was to get my student out of the interrogation room. Don't, and you can, see these files, and you will gonna know that Izuku a crime by using his quirk without a license, without a hero license, is has been getting off of him, or something like that. Just look on this paper, please. As they just look on the paper, and the chief of police said,
Well, you're kinda right. If the if the law, if the judge just told you that Izuku Midoriya is free to go, and having this mark on the paper, well, I think Izuku is good to go. As Izuku said,
seriously? You're just gonna let me leave?
as the chief of police said, yeah, is there something wrong? Well, unless if you want to go to the prison, as Izuku said,
No, I think I'm good. But can you please open this? As the detective just opened the quirk cancelling device, and after that, Izuku just leave the place while Principal Nezu still with the room with the others. Principal Nezu said, All Might, don't you think you are going too far?
what are you talking about, Principal Nezu?
You literally were about to put a kid inside the prison just because you think that you're working with All for One. Are you serious thinking about that? Maybe you have kinda two quirks, but that doesn't mean that you have to do that. Maybe his quirk is just and half, just like Shoto Todoroki. Or maybe something else. But you are getting too far, All Might, and I really need from you to stop this. Izuku has saved a lots of people, and he even saved a pro hero. And you were about to throw him in the prison for a couple of months. What's kind of simple of peaceful gonna do that?
As All Might said, maybe you're right, but I'm gonna keep an eye on him. I still don't trust him.
Well, anyways, gentlemen, I'm gonna leave now. As Principal Nezu just leave, and after that, Izuku just calling on his phone, telling his master, or, I kinda doesn't believe that Kiyoshi will gonna even use a phone. I mean, Izuku just start using his earth senses and, like, what they call it, that one, the code. Do you know that weird code when you just, hit things and do some kind of sounds and the other person, making words out of these sounds? Guinness, Guinness Goat, not Guinness Goat. Let me remember its name. Yeah, I remember the name. It's Morse code, as Izuku just gone into an alleyway and start hitting his leg on the ground, which sending some messages to his master, as Kiyoshi just knowing what Izuku trying to say and immediately just knock on the ground with her hand, telling Izuku like it's okay to go to the school, and he did a great job by saving people or something like that. In the end, Izuku just go into UA because he kinda was, training before going, always doing that. In the end, Izuku going into UA for his first day, and after that, he sit on his, of course, his desk, and Aizawa come into the room as he said, well, hello everyone, my name is Shota Aizawa, your homeroom teacher. And the next fucking 3 years, I'm gonna be the one that will gonna reshape you into true heroes. Now wear these cool, what they call it, gym uniforms, and just meet me outside because we will about to make a quirk apprehension test. All right, meet me outside and don't get late, or I'm gonna expel every single one of you. As after that, Aizawa just leave the place, and when Izuku start walking down the hall, a girl from behind touching his shoulder saying, Hey, are you the one with the... You are the kid with the green hair, right? The one that can able to control metal? As Izuku turned around, he see Uraka. As Izuku said, Oh, sorry, I don't know you. Oh, my name is Uraka. Nice to meet you. Thank you for saving me that time. Your quirk is so awesome. You can control metal? Not really. I can control earth and kinda metal too. is kinda half and half. Oh, really? That's cool. My quirk is basic. Is just, I can turn things into zero gravity when I touch them, and I can release my effect. But it's really giving me a pain in my stomach, making me want to throw up. As Izuku said, "Oh, it must be terrible." As after that, Aizawa from behind said, "If you are gonna make friends, then how about you just leave the place? Because on in this scale, you will just gonna not even be able to get out of the school in the first place." As Izuku said, yes, Mr. Aizawa. Sorry, Uraka, I'm leaving." As Izuku just leave and Uraka go into her changing room. In the end, Izuku start changing his outfit into the gym outfit and, just wearing his gym uniform. After that, he see Mineta trying to peek on the girls' changing room as he said, "Hey guys, look, I find a hole on the girls' changing room." As of course, Ida said, "Don't do this, Mineta. You will gonna insult our female classmates. Stop me if you can." And after that, when Mineta go to look through the hall immediately closed as Mineta said, "Who the hell did that?" As Izuku said, "I did. Do you have a problem?" "Yeah, why did you do that, man? I was just having fun." As Izuku after that got hold of Mineta's head and smashed him into the wall and said, "Look here, you pervert. I really don't love people like you. If you ever try to do something like that, I'm gonna put you 6 feet underground. Or you know what? 10 feet, maybe even 11. Understand? I can fucking crush your soul under a mountain if I want. So if I ever saw you try this again, you're a dead man walking. Or at least a little grape that about to be crushed under a car." As Mineta starts shaking his head, said, yeah, please don't hurt me, please." As Izuku just leave him, and after that, Baku said, "So you start looking on yourself like a mighty and strong, huh?" As Izuku said, "Bakugo, leave me alone." "Yeah, leave you alone for what? You are always that kind person that he saying that he will gonna help others, but look at you now. You got yourself a fancy quirk of yours and started bullying others." "I'm not bullying others. I stopped him from looking on the girls' changing room." As after that, all the closet of is what they call it, you know, that I forgot the name. Not the closet, but it's like I can remember. Yeah, my mind just doesn't want to remember the word that I was about to say, so let's just go with the closet. As Izuku getting angry and the closet of everyone start to, close and open just rapidly so fast. As after that, Izuku start calming down and everything stopped. As, you know, Kirishima said, "What the hell was happening now?" As Baku said, "Whatever. Fucking earthquake." As after that, Baku just leave the changing room and Izuku get out. Izuku standing far away from Bakugo and Aizawa said, "Well, student, we will gonna do a quirk apprehension test, so for the first place, please come here and Izuku Midoriya." As Izuku starts walking forward while Bakugo said, "Why is that earthquake gonna take the first throw? He's basically a loser." As Aizawa said, "First of all, I don't know why are you talking like this. Second of all, he got the highest score in the entrance exam. And he even broke All Might record by also saving a couple of people, getting him like 358 points, I believe." As Mina said, 350 points? That's so much. As after that, Aizawa said, "Now, throw this ball as hard as you can with your quirk." As after that, Aizawa standing a little bit far from Izuku as he immediately activates his quirk on Izuku, looking on him with his red eyes, while Izuku's not even, felt that. As after that, Izuku just leaning backward and immediately throwing the ball into the air. And after that, taking a couple of rocks out of his pockets and throw it after the rock, and cover the rock with these, rocks, and immediately the rock just the ball just starts going further and further by Izuku telekinesis on the rocks. And is technically giving him infinity because he just can make it fly whenever he wants. And after that, Aizawa looking on the little device said, infinity. Interesting. I couldn't delete his quirk. What is this kid all about? All Might is right about him. He's so weird. I'm gonna keep a close eye on him. As Izuku said, well, I didn't hear you. What you said? As Aizawa said, nothing, but you got infinity. As Baku getting frustrated by this and said, give me the fucking ball! As he take the ball from Aizawa's hand and immediately Aizawa said, but is not your... As immediately Bakugo just throw the ball into the sky, getting him 2,000s. As Aizawa said, 2,000. Interesting. Good job. Well, the next person. As after that, Baku getting angry and immediately fly at Izuku. As before he managed to go at Izuku and smash him, Aizawa immediately stopping him using his quirk and wrapping his scarf around his body. As Aizawa said, Katsuki Bakugo, I'm getting angry from you. If you attacked young Midoriya again, I'm gonna kill you. Why did I? Sorry guys, it's just my killer instinct start to play with my mind. Anyways, I'm gonna expel you out of UA, understand? As Baku said, how the hell you got this strong, deku? As Izuku just looking on Bakugo and just turn around and continue walking back into the others. And Aizawa just dragging Bakugo closer to him saying, Katsuki Bakugo, if I saw you try to attack another student, you are expelled out of UA immediately. As he just leave Bakugo standing a little bit far from Izuku and said, well, because some of you idiots don't know how to behave yourselves, the last place in this Quirk apprehension test will gonna be expelled out of UA, understand? As everyone start looking at Baku angry while Baku saying, don't look at me angry, extras. Whatever. And after that, everyone just doing their normal test. Izuku in the jumping, he just taking a chunk out of the ground and start levitating in the air. Running, he just push himself by a pillar of stone and things like that. And the power, he just literally making a whole big arm of rocks and just smash the whole machine, literally. In the end, Izuku getting first place as Aizawa said, well, congratulations everyone, and Manetta, you're out of here. Get your shit and leave. As Manetta start bleeding, but without any way, what they call it. Just Aizawa's not just kicked him out of UA. Alright. I doesn't know why I can't talk today. My memories suck. My voice suck. I'm just a horrible human being. Why did I say that? Anyways, we continue. As Izuku starts walking out of UA, and Baku coming from behind and said, Deku. As Izuku said, what? What the fuck you want from me? Isn't it enough already? You fucking... I just can't hold you anymore, Bakugo. Leave me alone. I'm not gonna leave you alone before you tell me how the fuck you got 2 quirks and how the fuck you are so strong. As Izuku said, I'm not gonna tell you a shit. I'm not your friend. I'm not a little bird that need your help to fly, Bakugo. I'm not your old little... Oh, Izuku, the little kid that he's so weak like a little leaf that fall from the tree. Right now, I'm steady as the stone. My heart is made out of stone, Bakugo. I doesn't have any feelings for you. Not a friendship, not a fucking feeling. Nothing. The only thing that I have for you in my heart is forgetting. Everything that I know about you is nothing to me. And I wish that I never know you in the first place. Just fucking leave me alone. And after that, Baku getting angry has immediately smashed at Izuku and throw an explosion. Izuku immediately turned around, and after that he just throw his arm forward, getting ready to throw a little pillar of stone, but instead of that, he just literally got the metal of the walls of UA and hit Bakugo with it, covering him. As Izuku said, leave me alone already! And after that, All Might jumped from the window saying, I am here! What is happening here, young Midoriya? As, All Might seeing Bakugo covered in metal and Izuku just looking angry, as he immediately go at Izuku and throw a punch. Izuku immediately making a wall in front of him and said, All Might, I can explain, but All Might throwing another punch after Izuku. Izuku immediately being thrown away by the power of All Might going at Izuku, as Izuku immediately move his right hand in front of him and making another wall, as All Might just throw a punch on the wall, throwing Izuku even farther. And after that, Izuku tried to stand, as All Might said, I knew that I should have not trusted you. As Izuku said, All Might, just let me. But after that, All Might throwing another punch. But before he could manage to do that, a strong gust of wind hitting him, throwing him away. As Izuku looking on the right, he see his master, Kiyoshi, wearing her black coat, as she just helped him stand up and said, Izuku, are you okay? As Izuku said, thank you, Sensei, but All Might, please let us just... But immediately All Might just jump at Izuku, and Kiyoshi immediately throwing another gust of wind at All Might, stopping him in his place. As Kiyoshi said, you are All Might, the #1 hero, right? My little student Izuku told me a lot about you. You are really strong, but I would wish from you to just stop attacking us and we can speak. As All Might stopped and said, who are you? As Kiyoshi said, I'm this master of Izuku. I am the reason why he always was going into the forest to train. Now, I would ask from you one thing. Why are you attacking my student? He attacked Katsuki Bakugo and covered him with metal. Oh, really, Izuku? Didn't I told you? Yes, Sensei, I'm really sorry. I just let my anger take over me. It will never gonna happen again. As, Kiyoshi said, well, that's great and all, but it's also great that you were able to finally use your metal abilities more often. You're getting stronger on using metal, but right now, let's go back into the forest to train. As All Might said, stop there, young Midoriya. We need to talk now. And you, take off that coat. As the woman said, or Kiyoshi said, sorry, but I like to keep my identity a secret. I would like to be a secret. I'm only a master for Izuku. He's the only one that he able to see me. Now, please, Izuku, go with All Might and speak with him a little bit, and explain to him what's happening. As after that, Izuku go closer to All Might, Aizawa come closer and said, what's happening here? As Bakugo just explode himself out of the metal of Izuku and immediately fly at Izuku, but Aizawa catch him with his scarf and deleted his quirk. As Aizawa said, Katsuki Bakugo, what I just said? What did I just said? In the fucking Quirk apprehension test. As Bakugo said, he attacked me first. As Izuku said, you just trying to fucking kick me out of UA. God damn it. As Kiyoshi just leave while All Might and, of course, Aizawa just taking Izuku and Bakugo. As, All Might tried to go after Kiyoshi, but she just disappeared faster than the wind itself. As Izuku and Bakugo inside the principal office, and Principal Nezu said, well, can I know who's the first one that did this? As Izuku said, I am the first one that attacked, after Bakugo stopping me, telling me that he want to know why I have 2 quirks and why am I getting stronger. Yeah, I want to know. You are always weak, and you suddenly developed your quirk, and you getting stronger. I need to know the truth. As Izuku said, it's my secret. I'm not telling you anything. As Principal Nezu said, well, Izuku, Bakugo, first of all, Izuku have his own secret. Maybe you have your own that you doesn't want to tell anyone about it, right? You can't just force Izuku to tell you about his quirk. If he doesn't want to, he just can't leave you. Bakugo, if I ever saw you trying to ask Izuku about his quirk again, I'm gonna need to be expelling you out of UA. Understand? As whatever. And Izuku, you attacked Bakugo first, so. And you also ruined our walls of UA. I can fix this. I can fix this. It's not a big deal. As Principal Nezu said, well, I'm sure it is, but I'm gonna have to expel you for one day, alright? Don't worry, you will not gonna lose anything major, but I'm just gonna have to expel you. As Izuku looking down and said, alright, Principal Nezu. Well then, please fix the wall after you get out of UA, Izuku. And Bakugo, leave Izuku alone. As Izuku just get out of the room and Bakugo just get out. As All Might said, I really don't trust him. He attacked Bakugo, and after that weird master of him that he have a weird wind quirk. It's just the power of the wind that he used on me. It's reminding me of someone. All Might, please, you're going too far with your imagination. Izuku is a good kid. I can see this in his eyes. Please, just, I know it might be hard and it might be, kinda hard to trust him, but please try to not ruin his life. He trying to become a hero. And if any time he turned to be a villain, we will just gonna capture him. It's not that big of a deal. As All Might said, maybe you're right, but it's just as he looking out of the window, seeing Izuku fixing the walls with his metal bending, saying there's something wrong. Aizawa told me this morning that his erase quirk didn't work at Izuku. He couldn't erase him. As Principal Nezu said, well, that's kinda suspicious. But tell me, how does All for One able to make Izuku unable to be deleted by Aizawa quirk? His whole ability is to give and take quirks out of others. How the hell he will be able to make Izuku unable to be erased? I don't know, but I need to know. In the future, maybe. Maybe. And this one gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.